One of the great tragedies in both American, English, and world history is the Titanic. One of the greatest liners in its day, ocean liners in the world. And built by the White Star Line, it was supposed to be unsinkable. It had compartments and so on. And we all know that in the early morning hours of April 15th, 1912, it hit an iceberg in the North Atlantic. And that could have maybe been avoided. There have been a lot of thoughts about that and a lot of court actions over the years. It took to the bottom in less than 2.5 hours over 1,500 souls, many leading people from America and England and other parts of the world. It was a real tragedy. There weren't enough lifeboats, as we know, for all of the people to get safely off the ship. And many of the lifeboats, because they had no training with the passengers, which they do for all ships now at sea, went empty or half empty to be released to the ocean. Many more could have been saved if it had been organized. The very youngest passenger to be saved was Millvina Dean, and she signed this photograph many years later. She was also the last survivor of the Titanic passengers, having died about a decade ago. She was in her late 90s. Imagine living your entire life, because she was only 2 months old when her mother rescued her and her brother, but the father went down with the ship. Imagine living your whole life being famous for something you can't remember. And that was Millvina Dean. Every time they had a group of survivors of the passengers up until she was the last one, she would be a star attraction. But she couldn't tell them very much other than what her mother told her, what she learned from other passengers. I have another signed print of this, which she inscribed, "When this you see, remember me, the child rescued from the sea." Millvina Dean.